smoke gets in your
We appreciate what you've done for us. We shall cherish this moment.
Hello out there in YouTube land. It's your man, not your boy. I'm a grown-ass man, not no boy. It's a joke. Ted E. Fame, formerly of Tony Williams Platters. As a matter of fact, the last surviving member of Tony Williams Platters from 1982 to 92. Here again with another podcast. This is a Saturday evening. The sun is going down now. Soon that will be a dark backdrop here in LA. I decided to start this podcast around this time, 7:15, 7:30 p.m. Maybe next time I'll probably go 7:30. I'm just finding little times where I think it might be convenient for most people, because I know everybody's not on my time. And looking at my YouTube algorithms, they let me know sometime the best time to post, or to go live, I should say, not post. So it's Saturday. A lot of you guys are probably out doing your thing. So it will determine how many people join me today, how long I will stay on and do this podcast. It's basically just a continuation of conversations. We had a few people on the podcast the last time, and they had a lot of interesting questions and a lot of very good suggestions, which I thought was very beneficial. So I kind of hope some of those guys will show up again. And maybe continue that conversation that we were having on the last live. Excuse me from diverting my attention to you guys right now. To anybody out there? Is anybody out there yet? No, we don't have anybody out there yet, so it don't matter. I just want to make sure that what I like doing, besides talking to myself now, which is okay, is watching myself. Oh, let me turn the volume down. On YouTube while I go live. So it should be, why is it not showing up yet? It should be here, right? It should be here right now. It should be coming up. Let me just refresh the page. And yeah, the last time we were on here talking, besides some of the things I noticed, I want to talk a little bit more, go into a little bit more about in depth about some of the things I've been noticing. And I would say probably it's one of the reasons why I think YouTube is a very, very informative tool. If you type in the Platters, you'll be surprised how many videos come up. And the most surprising thing or the most shocking thing about the videos that come up is that these are, well, the groups, the acts, the imposters, the imitators, the tribute artists. You'd be surprised how many acts are out there still earning a living off the music of the Platters. And I can tell you, I was approached many times, and especially right after Tony died, because I was still fresh in a lot of the promoters' minds, and I was still fresh in a lot of the fans and audience minds who saw me in the group for the past 10 years. So I always turned it down because I didn't think it was right, me going out there calling myself or using the Platters name when the only affiliation or association I had with the Platters is because of Tony, and being lucky enough, fortunate enough to be one of the final members in his version of the Platters before he passed away. And yes, I was with Tony Williams, the original lead singer of the Platters, not one of the background singers who had a group called Platters, or not Buck Rand's Platters, but the man. So if anybody could be out there now continuing the name the Platters, it could be me. It should be me. But I don't feel comfortable doing it because, like I said, my only association with Tony is being one of the final members in his group. But when I see all these acts out here, this is 2023. I can tell you right now, if you go to YouTube and you type in the Platters, you're gonna see about 4 or 5 active groups out there now performing and calling themselves the Platters. And a lot of times, and a few of those groups I'm seeing out there is like only a 3-member group. And some of the groups didn't even have a woman in it. And it baffled me that people would pay money to see that. I don't know if it's because of the strength of the music. It had to be. It had to be. Of course, I'm answering my own question. You know, I know the image of the Platters itself is very popular too, you know, but just to see these other acts out here in 2023 still earning a living off of music they have no association with, wasn't even alive when this group was popular, but yet, and all the members that had something to do with this music are no longer here. And yet, you can get asked to go out there today and still make money calling themselves the Platters. So I find that very interesting. I'm not gonna change my stance. You know, Tony has been gone since '92. It's 2023, all right? And I had a great career after Tony passed, and I went on as a solo artist. So I'm not gonna change up now because of however I feel about what's going on in terms of what I see out there now with other people making money off the name of Platters. But you know what? I guess people know what they want and really don't care as long as they get what they want. So if that's the case, so be it. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, you know. I have so many fond memories. I'll take you back down memory lane about some of the things, events that took place that stand out in my mind. Being with Tony, but I tell you, that group, that final group that Tony assembled, that final Tony Williams Platters, I don't know why my this page is not popping up, and I got my YouTube channel on. Tony assembled that last final group with the last 5 members, and it was always one thing. We always had 5 members, you know, so it was authentic. So we probably was the last authentic, and I will say authentic, regardless if Tony was the only original. That's what made it authentic, you know. So we were the final authentic Platters, and looking back on it now, I can say I'm very thankful to have spent that time with these guys and to create this bond, because we did, in 10 years, you know, it had to be like a family, right? We had in-house disputes, arguments. A few times we almost came to blows with each other. But then we'll make up and forget about it and move on, just like you would have if you have a relative. But you know, that's 10 years, man. 10 years of traveling around the world, living in different locations. I'm so used of being on the road and living in hotels and living in different locations. I don't even own a home. I'm renting now because my whole adult life with all the situations has been temporary. You stay here for a time, pack up, and you go. So I don't have a lot of personal property that I own personally. Luckily, the most important things to me in my career, I can put it on digital and upload it into the clouds, as they say, you know, in the internet. But other than that, I got my piano behind me. That's my keyboards right there, like piano. You know, everything else, you know, and you know, some pictures, which could be replaced, because I got them all digitally, I can just download them. Everything else can be replaced. You can get you a new bed, a new couch, a new refrigerator, all that stuff. So you don't have to continue having those things around. And so probably the immediate clothes that I would wear. I'm a sort of a fashion guy. I love clothes. I've probably got more clothes than anything else. You know, I always love clothes. So I like fashion. I like looking nice for myself. It makes me happy. When I look at myself, I don't do nothing for nobody. I do it all for me. Because when I see myself in something that I like, you know, give you an example, this shirt here, right? This is LA. And I happen to be downtown and walking around the fashion district. And I walked by the store and I saw this shirt on a mannequin. And I said, man, I like that shirt. It's like a sweater shirt, you know, but it's really cool. It's like really got the little fringe stuff here. Okay, you know I love the colors. Red, black, and green. You know I love the colors. And yeah, I said, I like that shirt. So, and I'm that kind of guy. I would, at the spur of the moment, if I like something, I don't care how it costs. I'm buying it. I didn't even ask the man how it costs. I said, I want to buy that shirt right there. I said, come on in. How much did this cost? I think $50 I paid for this. You know, I didn't haggle with him. No, man, that's too much money. No, I wanted this shirt. I loved it. You know? And I've only wore it a couple of times. So I decided to wear it tonight to see you guys. And so I was saying about the group. We were close. And oh, there it goes. It's about time. Oh, it's about time. It's about time. I was wondering where you at, Teddy. Like I said, I like watching. So, oh, there you go. And this looks pretty nice. This looks pretty nice. It looks pretty nice. Yeah, I like the lighting. I'll have to work with this lighting and see if I can get some good lighting so I can look good for you guys. By the way, this year, September, I will be 64 years old. Now, what's so unique about that age? And that's how old Tony was when he left us. When Tony passed, he was 64. This September 1st, I will be 64. I'm in great health. Perfect health. Don't worry about that. I'm in perfect health. I bet you that's my buddy Matt. Yep, that's my buddy Matt. He's here. Hey, Matt. Hey, don't worry about it, man. You here. You know, I was only on for a little while. You know, sometimes it's cool. I got to start putting my glasses on. Where's my glasses when I read this stuff and stop squinting? I'm sitting here squinting. I look crazy like an old man squinting. I need to put my glasses. See, if I put my glasses, I can read it easily. But I don't like the glare that comes from my glasses. I try to keep my head down so the glare won't show up because it's distracting. Yeah, I can see it now. It's distracting. Is it okay? Yeah, it looks okay. Yeah, so we were like a family, man. Being on the road, and a lot of times it was just us. So we only had us most of the time, especially in another country and they don't speak English. So we have a nice little bond. And the road crew, I really had a really good bond with, you know, because it was up to them to take care, make sure all our uniforms, our outfits, all the luggage and stuff like that. That's what the road crew was for. We had about, it was a 4-piece, no, how many pieces in the band? The 5 of us up front, bass, guitar, drums, keyboard, 4-piece band, and 3 roadies. So what's that, 11, 12? It's like 12 of us when we go on tour. So, yeah, it was like that. What you got there? What you asking me, man? Oh, yes. Please tag me when you go live tomorrow. And I will make sure to be there just like you're here to see me. And that would be great. What time you think you want to go on? LA time. So, because you are 2 hours ahead or 2 hours behind? And I'll make sure that I'm there. I would love to see you go live, man. That would be really interesting. You know, that would be fun. That would be fun. Because I would like to hear from you guys' perspective, too. You know, it's not always about me. Sometimes just listen to the fans. You know, I'm going to start maybe my next live or something. I got to figure this out. All this live stuff is new to me, okay? So I'm learning how to do all this stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to, you know, put a link in the chat so you guys can join me. So I'll figure it out. My next time I go live, I'm going to learn how to put a link in the chat and have you guys join me. So it's more fun. Instead of reading text, we can actually communicate with each other. Who's this? Who we got? What you said, man? I use a live stream platform that goes straight to YouTube called StreamYard. Yes, please. StreamYard, that's what it's called. Okay, Matt, see, thank you. That's why you're my buddy. I would love to do that, Matt. Definitely invite me. If you want to do it tomorrow when you go live, and then I'm gonna, so is it free or how much does it cost to use? And then I'll add it to my computer, right? I'll upload it to my computer? Because that's great. Thank you, Matt, for that information. I would definitely love to do that. StreamYard. And you know what? I did hear something about that StreamYard. Yeah. I did hear something about that, so I'm kind of familiar with that. I got vidIQ, and I think they talk about that. I gotta go back and look at my vidIQ thing because it tells us a lot of stuff. I paid like $10 a month for this vidIQ, and it keeps me up to date on everything related to YouTube. You know? So yeah, I'm gonna start. I would love to do that. So we're gonna go live. When you go live tomorrow, I'll come to your page and we'll chat. If you have a link, give me the link, and then I'm gonna check out the StreamYard after we get off. I'm gonna check it out. So yeah, traveling, and I say the most time that we were really tight community when we go overseas. When we go to Europe, when we go to Asia, especially Asia, because most of the time in Asia they didn't speak English, but some countries did. You know, I loved Singapore, Japan, of course. You know, the other countries where we went to, like Singapore and Japan, we would probably be there for at least 2 weeks. The other countries, we'd be going through them. So we'd do maybe we'd do a show here and then go to the next country, because all the Southeast Asia countries, they was near each other. So we would fly from one show, from one city, one country to the next. We did that whole tour. Man, let me tell you something. The 80s, touring in the 80s was so much fun. You know, 2 reasons. Me being a young kid in my 20s and having the opportunity to travel over the world and being the first time to travel and seeing all these countries and meeting all these people for the first time, and then coming as an ambassador of America, or let's say not as a tourist but as a celeb. It was amazing. It was amazing times. I owe the Platters so much. I don't know if I could ever repay Tony Williams, Tony and Helen. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, a lot of things I didn't agree about in terms of how they would handle business. But you know, I wasn't running nothing. That was Helen and Tony's baby. Helen was, Tony, put it like this. Tony was a puppet. Helen was a puppet master. Put it like that. So yeah, it was basically like that. And read this. Read what? And Helen was the puppet master. So we went along. As long as she was paying the money, we was going along. And the Platters was the first professional musical job I had. I mean, when I say professional, guaranteed amount of money every night after the show. You know, before that, what do they call those gigs we used to do locally? $50 gigs, $25 gigs, $20 gigs. I mean, I tell you, it's rough out here starting out in the music business, especially back in the day, and you was trying to make some money performing live, you know. And I tell you, the difference that I see, even watching artists today, there's something you build up from paying your dues, as they say. That's doing these shows for free in the beginning of your career, and then learning how to perform for an audience that don't particularly care for you, but making them like you by playing the music that make them want to like you. That's experience. That takes time. And what I see in artists today, or even artists lately, is that they didn't get the experience. They went straight from the recording studio. They went straight from being signed for a record label with no prior experiences, just talent. But I'm gonna tell you how many times performing live, I've met people who thought they were so talented but didn't have the experience of performing, and bombed on stage because they couldn't connect with the audience and they had no stage presence. All that stuff is important. You gain that experience in the early part of your career. So by the time you get your break, you're a seasoned, polished pro, and you can go out there and create magic. And you know, Michael Jackson said that, and I really picked up on that word because I felt like every time I was on stage, I was creating magic, because I've mastered the art of being an entertainer. So the stage is like my second home. I'm excited when I'm on stage because I can control the crowd. I can damn near make the crowd do what I want, you know. And so that's something that I gained, because I can't tell you the many times where I performed in a club and was only 2 or 3 people in the club, you know, or sung in a little a cappella group on the street corners or on the subways in New York for tips, or even singing at the amateur night at the Apollo Theater. Seasoning. Those are seasoning grounds that, you know, that you put in that work. And I find that different from the era that I came up with in the musicians and the artists, as opposed to the recent artists, or artists, I would say, from when they stopped taking music out of schools. And I think my era, I graduated in 1977, and 78, I'm sorry. And I think or maybe 2 classes after me, they finally took music out of high school, because music was part of all the prerequisite in high school. You had to take a music class. So music, from elementary school to high school, I had a music class, and it was either I played the freaking everything from the clarinet to the trumpet, to I played any string instrument. I didn't like those. So in the snare drum, and then I wound up playing bass and guitar at the same time. But then, and that's what I think I was in the 12th grade. I ended up playing bass. That was my final instrument that I ended up settling on. That was in the 12th grade. And years later, as I told you in another previous show, is when I learned to play piano and keyboards because of Ray Charles. So I consider myself now a keyboard player. I don't even own a bass. I haven't played a bass in years, but I got my keyboards behind me. So yeah, a keyboard player. Did somebody write something? What did you write, Matt? What did you write? On your left is your scroll up the charts. On my left is the scroll up the charts. I don't see a scroll up on my left. Huh? I sent you a message at the chart to your left. Huh? Sorry, man, I don't see it. What chart to my left? This is all new to me, buddy. So I gotta figure this out. I'll figure it out. Oh! No, that's not it. Wait a minute. What? Is that it? No, that's not it. I don't see it, man. On your left is your scroll up the chart. On my left is the scroll up the chart. I wonder what happened to it. I don't see it. We'll figure it out. I don't see it. We'll figure it out, though. Where was I? I don't know. I lost train of my thought. But we'll continue talking. Just the things that I've learned from being in the act. Oh yeah, and I remember. I'm picking up from the things that's different from today and yesterday. And things like right now, although I'm retired from singing, I'll still go out occasionally and go to different places where I'll be invited to come up and sing a song or two. And I do it for the fun of it sometimes. Like right now here, I tell you, right here in LA, this is nice. Here in LA, they got something that's really popular out here now. And they got a lot of bars and clubs that set up specifically for karaoke. It's called karaoke bars out here. And some of them be packed with people, you know, and you know, it's for amateurs. But they got all the songs that they got a lot of Platter songs. You'd be surprised how many people go up there and sing Platter songs. And because I know a lot of that music, and they got the backing tracks with the backing vocals and stuff. All I have to do is sing lead. You know, it's like I can do like a little show. So, you know, I'll go up there and sing a song. And here's the thing. I don't tell people who I am, kind of blend in, because then people will have a biased opinion of me, because already I sound better than anybody in there. Okay, when I get up and sing, they are first thing they say, I know you, I don't know you, but you good, so you must do this for a living. But if I would say, yeah, I'm the former member of the Platters, then it would take away some of the excitement and shine. So I don't do that. I don't tell people stuff like that. I would just put my name down. I just say, and I don't even write the whole name. I'll just say Teddy, and choose a song, and they'll call my name. I'll go up and sing a song. And of course, they were going to be like, oh man, you sound great. Wow. You know, all that stuff. But, you know, so I do that just to stroke the ego a little bit, you know. I've had my time. And, you know, this is a different era, too. I'm sure, I think after 9/11, because before 9/11, traveling around overseas and stuff like that, it wasn't so much restriction. So now with 9/11 and with this COVID thing, it's so hard now being an international person and trying to make a living doing this music thing. And so I think my era was probably the last era where if you had talent, musical talent, you can go overseas and make a living and make money, because there's so many places overseas that will hire you to perform in their establishment and pay you a nice amount of money. well, at the time. Now things have changed now. You know, luckily, I didn't waste. I was kind of smart with my money through the years, so I'm okay financially, and I don't have to work anymore. But and at my age, I don't need to be working anymore. I need to be enjoying life. Hey, I made it this long. I made it this far in life. So that's enough to be thankful for, and to have my health. I still look relatively young, kind of. I grow this beard intentionally because, you know, I'm tired of, you know, everybody saying, you still got a baby face. You don't look. I'm tired of that. So I figured growing the beard, and I know it's all white now. You know, they got to see that. Yeah, that's an OG there. That's an older dude. So yeah, I got my little beard now, just which I'm proud of. A lot of people, man, don't grow the beard. No, I love this beard. You know, but what you got? Please read the above comment of what you are reading. I hope that makes sense, Teddy. Okay, let's read the above comments. Hey, Mr. Finn, sorry, I got that. I think I'm going to. All right, I use a live stream platform. I go straight to YouTube called StreamYard. Here's a link. Okay. And then it says read up. Oh yeah, read up. Yeah, StreamYard. Yeah, I got it, Matt. I got you. No problem. It makes sense. I got you. StreamYard. Like I said, I think I somebody else told me about StreamYard, so I'm gonna check it out. So I'm kind of familiar with what you're talking about. Definitely. What was I saying? It's all right. I'm getting, you know, I'm getting up in age now, so retired. And this is a new thing here. This YouTube, you know, you could make a career on this YouTube thing, man. You know, all you got to do is sit up here and talk. Me? That's all I do. Talk. Shit. That's the easiest thing for me to do is talk, man. What you talking about? I got you. You're going to send a link tomorrow, and it's free, and you're going to go live 5 p.m. That's 2 hours ahead of me. So 5 p.m. That's 2 hours ahead of you. It's 2 hours ahead of me. So 5 p.m. will be 3 p.m. for me. 5 p.m. for you will be 3 p.m. for me. Is that right? Okay. No problem. That sounds good. Sounds very good, Matt, buddy. I'll definitely want to be there. And the link, got you. Got it. I got it. Makes sense. We're on the same page now. You know. This is a nice Saturday afternoon. And I'm probably not going to stay on as long tonight. Especially because I'm going to go live with you tomorrow. So this is not going to be a long stream tonight. So we'll have a lot more to talk about tomorrow, Maddie. Yeah, we're going to do that. So you know what? It's been almost 40 minutes. And who is the lady between Herb Reed and Zola Taylor in the picture of the? Oh, that was Paul Roby's. I think that was either Paul Roby or David Lynch's wife. Because at that time they were both gone. They both had died. So that's Zola. That's Herb Reed, Zola Taylor, and I think David Lynch's wife or Paul Roby's wife, and Tony. Matt, tell them who that is. Matt, no. All right, go ahead and do your thing, Matt. I'll be there tomorrow. I'll definitely be there tomorrow. All right, see you tomorrow, buddy. Yeah, so Ren, that's one of their wives. And that little clip is the last time you've seen Tony Williams speak in public. And that was at the Rock and Roll Awards, and he thanked everybody. You know, I was sitting at the table. You know, I was in his immediate band group, so, and we all lived in New York, so a few of us went with him, and I was at the Waldorf Astoria on Park Avenue in Manhattan. Is where they had their dinner at, and Tony Zola and her went up to receive the awards, and then the other ladies went up with them and got that award. So that's how that was back then. Yeah. Well, go to my link that says what happened to the Platters, Tony's final performance, and I got the whole song on there. Now, then tell me, because I got a lot of people could see the deterioration in his performance and his voice then, because the emphysema had really kicked in. And that was in 88 when we did that performance. And that was in 1990 when you saw him speaking. So that was like a 2-year difference from that performance of Smoke, that little clip at the end, and that rock and roll thing. And his voice, it was like this, but he had learned how to use it, what was left of his voice. And sometimes it would be good. There's another tape out here from a performance he did in the 70s singing Smoke, and it sounded even worse. I think the performance he did in 88 sounded better than the performance he did in like 73 or 74. So it depends on what condition he was in, because that emphysema really destroyed his voice. That and the drinking, both of those really destroyed his voice. So what you got at those later years is what you got. And he saw me, right? I'm the guy in the middle. I had hair back then. I ain't got no hair no more. But I'm the tall guy in the middle. That's me. We're going to be doing this thing a little regularly again. And I hope, Ren, 1028, I hope you come back. And I hope you like. And I hope you're a subscriber to the channel. And my buddy Matt is going to go live tomorrow, Matt 2.0. And we're going to be doing something tomorrow. Maybe you can join us on that, because we're going to be talking about the Platters legacy. And he's going to come on, and we're going to be doing like a live stream. So I probably hope you'll come and see that too, all right? So I'm going to cut this stream short today, because we're going to come on tomorrow. So it's like back-to-back stream. But I want to thank all you guys for joining me and coming. And like I always say, it's wonderful making a connection with the Platters fans again. It's been a long time. And I hope to use this platform to really connect with you guys and answer any questions that I can, and give you, and just fill in the blanks any way possible. I know there's a lot of questions people want to know about Tony, and I would love to fill in those blanks, everything I can. You were surprised he sounds good as good. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, okay? So the rest of you guys, y'all take care. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Uh-oh, how's it work? There you go.